So guys, welcome to this video. You have been asking me, hii mambo ulijulia wapi, mambo ya Forex ulijulia wapi? Today I have somebody who introduced me to Forex. I told you I was introduced by my English high school teacher. He has not been in Kenya for long, and right now he's in Kenya. Amekuwa mgumu sana kupatikana, so nimepata hii chance, nikamwambia kama tunaweza fika mahali tupatane, tupige story, pia tupatie more than 10 experience being in this industry. So watch the end. I hope it's going to give us more knowledge on how you're supposed to do this thing effectively. Welcome, Mwalimu.
Welcome, sir. I'm so happy to see you, Marvin.
Yes.
And as you have heard from him, he has been my student back in those years in high school, a diligent student, and I'm happy for him that he's doing it nice, and I can see that we are really successful.
Thank you.
So Forex trading is a journey. It is not a sprint, it is a marathon. And we began way back in 2014, and this is when we quit teaching. Professional, I'm a teacher by training. And since then, 2014, I went full-time into Forex trading. A lot of struggles, as you are aware of, and now here we are. Basically, Forex trading is all about your mental capacity to withstand challenges along the way.
Yeah.
And of course, the first 2-3 years, if you don't have a mentor, expect a lot of shortfalls and downfalls and everything. But of course, we thank God that we have come this far because of the struggles of yesterday. So we build on those struggles that we had.
Yeah.
So since then, 2014 is the full-time entry into Forex trading. I began mentoring myself, and of course I had an English guy that is based in Italy. He taught me how to, to buy, to sell. But of course, there are a lot of dynamics in the trading, so you cannot get it overnight. So what I can say, my first deposit I made into a Forex broker back then was around $800. And I remember I was in a circle where we were saving as teachers, and of course I withdrew all my shares. I had to go into full-time trading. So my family thought I'm crazy, resigning and doing all these stuff. But I thank God that I got the loan. I also got the shares. I went into full-time trading. But what I learned is that if you are a beginner, there is goals of money. They will always look at you and reward you for the first 2 months. You'll make money. If you're a newbie, wewe ukisikia tu mambo ya Forex unajua you are a newbie. I don't know what happens with the new traders. They make crazy tons of money. But now things now start coming against you. The moment now you reach around the fourth and the fifth month, that's when you find that whatever you expected that is happening, it's not really happening. So I remember when I took the shares from the circle, I put in the broker, I flipped that account into 240,000 Kenya shillings. I withdrew the money. Then I couldn't believe, so I told my wife, you see, we have a business, so why don't we go full-time now? I see that I will not be getting employment anymore. Nikaanza mambo ya trading. So what happened is that the first 2 months, I made quite a lot of money. Actually, many people in church used to ask me, what are you doing nowadays? And many people, as you are aware, if they don't understand anything about what you are doing, they call you Illuminati guy. So with that laptop there at home, and of course now always online, people thought that I went crazy. But the good thing is that now I am a resilient person. I believe in hard work. And so the 4th month, that's when I started now losing slowly. And overnight, I remember there was a time I lost all the money. The first, I think the 3rd month, I lost all money that I had made. Of course, I had done something neutral with the profits. And so I had to come back. So I went back to the same bank, and nikawauliza kwamba si muni top up kidogo. Because, sikuwa na pesa nyingine. And so nikalani kwamba you can burn your fingers in trading. And so I tried to look at what did I miss. So there was a guy on Twitter.
Before you continue,
yes, please.
We've started this this kind of story, and we have a guy here, and maybe my guys will want to know who is this.
Yes.
Yeah.
So maybe you can introduce yourself. So.
Yes. Yeah. My name's Samuel Gikonyo. Martin has also been my friend. I'm also in Forex. We met Martin in Forex training. But so me, I carved more on cryptocurrency. you understand the dynamics are the same.
Crypto enthusiasts.
Crypto and Forex, the dynamics are the same. And I founded an NGO that aims to leverage blockchain in fighting cancer. So Martin has been my friend and has been my mentor as well. And as we are, as youth, we need to focus more on innovations that are coming. We need to focus our scope more so on online. And there are money that is hidden in online. So we just need to pull our minds together, join with people who have the same vision, and know that crypto, Forex is as good business as other business. You just need your time. You need to be active, consistency, and more so to learn the technical bit of that is needed, to know what you are needed to do to mitigate your risk, and more so to focus on the liquidity or the money that is flowing in these exchanges, that in crypto. There are things they call NFT, metaverse. That will be a training for another day.
Yeah, sure.
But we are a team, we are working together. And I know out of what my brother Marvin has been doing, we are going to realize our dreams.
For sure.
Yes.
So we'll come to that point.
Yes.
I think we're going to do a video.
Yes.
For that purpose.
Yeah,
To
we'll be
explain
doing
to us,
a video for
about the
just
crypto and everything. Because
Yes,
I know also there are majority of people watching.
Exactly.
They like to know exactly
Yes.
how crypto works.
Yes.
How you can acquire it and
Yes.
how it can benefit them as well.
Yeah,
So-
especially on the, sorry to cut you short.
Yeah.
Many people ask me, how do I cash my cryptocurrency to M-Pesa? That I think is the most disturbing issue when it comes to the issue of the cryptocurrency. But
Yeah.
as I've said, is an issue that we need to sit down and maybe have a session. We are able to educate each other on that matter.
Great. So, Mwalimu,
Yes,
you
sir.
were talking about the Forex journey, how it started, the fourth month. We are in the fourth month now on the losing streak.
Yes.
So, how did you overcome that?
Well, now to overcome this is to sit down and know that okay, I understood that time that easy comes, easy goes. Yeah.
So by the time you are, I think the last lesson,
Yeah.
the last English lesson we did with you was when I start was about 2015. 2015.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. November, December
December, yeah.
semester.
Yeah.
They call it term. So, you know, those days I used to say this Mwalimu, there's something extra that he's doing, because every day he's sitting in the suit, he's so neat, looks like money, not compared to other
life
teachers.
changes.
So,
The moment you touch money, life changes, and also maybe students can also see that okay, there is a swag ambayo uko nayo, kuna vile
Chapa swag.
kuna swag kidogo, and then all of a sudden you vanish, because you can no longer get still continue receiving a bigger salary, yet you can make more money outside. So that's when I called it quits. And now, away from the losses, I got a mentor online. He's a guy in Italy called Walter. He taught me the basics of forex trading, charting, and all these things. So I went again to people, try to tell them that I need more funding, and I got this funding. So from there, I became consistent in trading, but of course with minor losses. But now what struck me, my hardest challenge in life in forex trading, is when we had some guys that there were farms, because people could see that you are making money. We had some farms in places like Mombasa, Nairobi. They will call you and tell you that if we commit this funding to trading, we can help you. Now, I could see that this is an opportunity, but of course, realizing the losses we made last time, so you want to recover very fast. So what can you do? You allow this to come in, and now you start partnering with them. So we help them, but of course, the disaster hit again in 2016 when President Trump came in again. So that was the worst. And before that, we had another disaster with Brexit. For those that do not know what is Brexit, is when the United Kingdom was coming out of the EU, European Union. So pound crashed overnight. Whether you had stop losses, whether you had everything, of course now we had margin calls across all brokers. So we couldn't mitigate that. And of course that is when we had our hardest hit, where we lost over 200 million overnight. And it was really depressing. Hata ukiwekwa chakula unasikia kwamba hii haina ile taste unataka. But then, of course, we sat down with the guys, and you have to pick up broken pieces and you move on. Yeah, you don't fall on the man. Alafu unakaa pale ndani ya matope. Yeah. So for guys that are struggling, I tell you that if you have a mentor, well and good. If you don't have a mentor, seek one, because there are stupid mistakes that I did back then that when I look back, I cannot do them again.
Yeah.
Lakini sasa we are stable. I'm based in Cyprus. I just landed the other day here in Nairobi, and of course I could see Marvin is doing very well. And now that we are stable in this business, what I can say is that okay, my main achievement, because somebody will ask, you have highlighted your worst nightmares. Yeah. What was your the major achievements that you have ever had? So of course we have had, of course, the family. Of course, my family survives on Forex. We have cars. Unajua in Nairobi kama huna gari, lazima uwe na gari. We have purchased a lot of lands there in the coast, Kilifi County, Nyandarua County. We are also planning to build, a health center with my colleague here.
Yes.
And of course, this is courtesy of Forex. So, okay, there are do's and don'ts in Forex, but of course there are cons and pros. But I would say that the advantages are bigger than, or they are...
Among the achievements that you mentioned,
yes,
what is that one specific achievement that you can say I'm so proud of this?
Of course,
because
now,
of Forex.
Okay, working for a broker, that is, being now a broker yourself.
Yeah.
You come from a retail trader. You come from now trading in your house, getting out and getting hit with the markets, and now you are a broker. That is, what is the role of a Forex broker? What is a liquidity provision? How bridging and all these stuff. So once you land in Cyprus and you land in those major cities in Europe, you understand that there is more into Forex trading than we see.
So now, if I can ask,
yeah.
there's always daily routine over any person.
Exactly.
So how can you describe, how does your day looks like as a Forex trader?
My day is somehow...
Because I understand that on top of Forex trading, you're also doing other activities in the financial market.
Exactly. So as I have said that I have transitioned from now retail trading into brokerage. So we are working with Cyprus firms. That means that you become a broker, and a broker is all about developing new clients, handling new partnerships, also training people, because of course Forex trading is all about experience. We are training other people, and outside of Forex trading industry, I am also evangelizing. So I'm also into church missions. We support churches. If your church is struggling and you know that you are called to serve, we also help you in one way or the other to reach your goals in church and also in the kingdom of God.
All right, great.
Yes.
So there's this part, you said you are losing money in Forex at the same time you had a family. So
yes, the most depressing moment of my life.
So now, it gets to a point, your family, maybe they don't understand this shit you're doing on the laptop. So how do they take it?
Number one, of course, now, the first year actually, when you are losing, because you cannot put food on the table, and of course now you are handling so much pressure in your head. So what would happen is that your wife cannot understand. I know ladies are very good when things are going well,
exactly.
But everything changes once you start having streaks of losses, and you are not explaining why are you putting money in the air, and you cannot find it.
I think that is nature, and men, we should accept that.
Exactly.
A very good example, Samelo says over South Africa is a trader. He has been a big boy in the industry, but the moment they started to go down, that is when he broke up with the wife. So I think it's something that we should just present and say, that's nature.
A relationship actually gets broken if there is nothing to see. Women like seeing things. They want to hear and also see. And the problem with now ladies, sorry to say this, is that they are not futuristic. Women look at the future, what is happening. But women are futuristic, but women, we are also futuristic, but long term. So if a lady cannot see your tomorrow now on the table, they may not believe what we are telling them, that we are working things out. They may not see it.
They cannot.
Here we are.
They cannot trust the process.
And they cannot trust the process. So that is it.
Anyway, so now, also the reaction from after experiencing biggest loss ever. Because I know this industry at some point you have to lose, if not everything, but something that feel like.
Like I have said that in 2016, I think the worst year in trading, it was back in 2016 because we had two major hits. And these were orchestrated by, of course we have predictions in the financial markets. Financial markets are moved by politics. They are moved by, natural phenomenon. They are also moved by, or maybe occurrences that are beyond us, or even market sentiments themselves. So, but during that time, we believed and we knew even the CNN, the BBC, and all global platforms, news, they had indicated that Hillary Clinton would win in November elections.
Yeah, that was a prediction.
Exactly, that was and of course we knew this would happen. But what happened is that, it was a surprise.
Yeah.
It was a big shock for us. President Trump got elected, and so the bets against and for the markets, of course, the dynamic changes. So the whole of that week we had crisis in the stock market. Then again, before that, I have said we had Brexit. All predictions were there is no way Britain can come out of the European Union. And of course, the United Kingdom, is a collection of nations. We have Wales, we have Scotland, and all these stuff. So all these nations coming out of the EU, it would destabilize the whole bloc. So we have what we call predictions. We also had the news and everything that this would not happen. But surprisingly, it happened. And of course, this was facilitated by Nigel Farage. He was a Labour. He was one of the politicians in the UK that forced Britain out of the European Union. And of course, the sterling pound crumbled. Yeah. So we didn't have much to do. You pick up losses again, pieces, and you move on. But I thank God that now we are here. We are not talking about the losses again. We are talking about mentoring other people, and that's why Marvin is here. The colleagues are here, and other greater team that we have there in Cyprus and also here in Kenya.
So now, you've talked about evangelism and other activities, especially the recent program that's about to come up.
Yes.
Based on the demanding nature of the forex market, how do you balance it? Because I know there's an unemployed guy there, the guy who is in 8-to-5 system, but he wants to do forex, but probably he's trying to figure out how he's going to balance between the trading thing and the job.
Yes, I think balancing this is easy because number one, you have to understand your psychology, and there are people that are always, or they are looking always to be rooted on their screens in trading, and long term, this is draining. So you have to shut that down. You have to program yourself that my daily routine is like this. I wake up very early in the morning by 6, I'm praying, and I'm also taking cold showers. Then I take a walk. After taking this walk, I'll come by 10. That's when I'm sitting on my desk to look at where the levels of the market and maybe what is the market sentiment, charts and everything. After now 1 p.m. I close everything and I have to rush out and meet with guys. So my trading time limit is around 3 to 4 hours, and I'm no more there because I have to meet with teams, I have to meet with other guys. I'm also in a brokerage, so you have to travel, some flight to catch up with. But please, if you're a beginner, stop concentrating so much on the screens. You'll burn your mind, you'll get fatigued, you'll burn out, and of course at the end of it, your health is important.
Exactly. So it's all about trading psychology. I think you've got some trading psychology because sometimes when you are aspiring to be a trader, all you think is that you'll be on the screen every time trying to chase the bugs. Right now I'm here. My guys, you know that we had 2 trades on Monday, hit a sell. Yesterday we tried and it went well. Okay, that's it. We can trade even 2 days and you're okay. Like right now I'm having a running trade. I took a buy and sell on a GU last night and it's going on well. Euro USD as well. And also I've seen one of my guys in the group there milking USD card badly. But by the way, you used to like
that's my favorite currency.
Exactly.
I can trade it
I can remember. So funny thing, every time I meet you, you tell me now about USD. You can even name the exact price.
Exactly. You can even, it's like in your head. Even looking at the phone, you can guess the current market price.
So what can you tell my guys about the maximum number of currencies that you can trade? Can you trade all of them in the market, or
Okay, if you're a beginner, I would appreciate if they can only focus on one pair at a time. No? And mostly for those that are new, very fresh in the market, please concentrate on the most liquid cash or forex pair that is like Euro USD, because it is more predictable, and also the chart patterns obey the resistance and also the support levels. Plus, the economic nature of Euro is also predictable. But now, if you advance beyond that, only have at least two pairs. And that's what I'm doing nowadays. I don't trade gold,
at least
I don't
two
trade
pairs.
oil, at least two.
Nice,
maximum.
nice.
If you are a professional trader, you're calling yourself a professional trader. If you exit two pairs, okay, something will hit you. And this one is out of fatigue or out of greed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, you mentioned something out of fatigue.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes as much I trade only two pairs.
Yes.
GBPSD and GBPJP and sometimes
Yes.
gold. But every time my followers are asking about other pairs, yes, I'll go and check the pair, we'll do the analysis with them. But I find it hard shifting from this pair to this pair. So it's somehow tiresome. By the time you are taking a trade, you're actually confusing the trade you had and the one that is doing well.
Exactly.
And it's not in your watch list.
And
so,
again, every pair has its own dynamics. Huh?
Yeah.
Like a USD card, maybe it may be influenced so much with the oil, but at the same time, you have politics in Canada. So you find that there are fewer forces influencing USD card. Lakini, when you go to Euro USD, you find that we have over 50 challenges, or maybe 50 dynamics that is facing that currency. We have war in Ukraine, we Israel, we have now war with Gaza and all these stuff. So you find that because of liquidity provision of this currency, it is extremely volatile somehow. So it depends on okay, how much can you stomach? The pressure.
So when you're considering, when you are checking correlation of currency pairs, you should also consider the geographical proximity of the currency.
Geopolitical factors and also the economic nature. Like in Europe, we know we have a lot of migration. We have forced migration. We also have wars in Ukraine. So do you think that Europe will handle this population? So what will happen with that, like in the next 5-10 years in Europe? Shall we have migrant crisis? Shall we have social amenities and all this stuff? Then what will be the nature of security in Europe? Because we have a lot of migration from Islamic countries into Europe. So what will be the general trend? Shall we have terrorism? So what will be the impact on these currencies? Huh? So okay, you have to be futuristic at the same time, understand the whole concept of forex trading, and also put it in one. That's why you have to concentrate on a single currency pair or maybe two.
That's great.
Yeah.
So there's this question. I know majority of guys ask a lot because dealing with individual traders, they'll focus solely on the charts, forgetting that there's other parts like fundamental. So now, what's your take on the fundamental part, the economic catalyst, and generally the chart?
I don't know whether I have a weird take, because to me, I would appreciate if people can have maybe like dependence on charts. Take like 4% of the charts, because we know very for sure that nowadays
4% of the charts, right?
4% of the charts. Then we have 80% of like waiting for a trade to materialize, then 10% to execute. And this is now, it means that okay, there are people that are technical in trading. That's their nature. It will never change. But there are other guys that are sentimental. Professionally, I'm a sentimental trader. Of course, I look at fundamentals and at the same. I'm not more into charts. I look at charts like a day or two, and then I forget it for a whole month. But there is another guy, resistance, supports, candlesticks, and all these stuff. It is in their blood. But what I would say, you cannot depend so much on the charting if you are not aware of the fundamentals that are pushing economic activities facing each whatever. So I think they have to standardize and also program themselves that like my 10% will be charting, my 50% will be sentiments in the market. Then I have some waiting, because waiting is also very important in the market, and then look at the news, because there are news traders, there are people that will be looking at what is the economic welfare of an individual country. Then we also have the charting. But please guys, usishtuliwe na mtu anakuambia kwamba I'm very good at Ichimoku crowds and all these stars, candlesticks pattern, Japanese candlesticks. So they are very good and they are fundamental in trading. But I will tell you, you cannot rely so much on one thing. You have to mix them and blend them. But professionally, I like looking at sentiment, what is driving the market this morning, and what is the expectation tomorrow.
That's great. That's great. So from what you said, so generally, what can you advise an aspiring trader, based on the dynamic environment of the forex market?
What I can say is that nowadays,
Because now
when we began trading, it was kind of predictable way. We could see Obama was there during our time, so we didn't have the crisis that we have nowadays. We didn't have wars in Ukraine.
Obama was an economic catalyst, obviously.
Exactly. Actually, we had economic boom during that time, and of course, you can buy USD the whole week, and there is no shocks. But then came President Trump, and he came with the crazy policies, putting trade embargoes with on China. We had the tariffs and all these stuff. So there are things that came during our era now, not before that. So it means that any trader that was there back in 2010, 2015 is a kind of different trader nowadays, because you have to factor a lot of issues. We have a lot of issues. Globalism is also there. COVID was not there. Okay, we expect maybe there will be other crises like the migration, we have talked about it, COVID again, other diseases and all these stuff, pandemics and all these stuff. So you'll find that a young trader that is beginning today has to be open-minded, and again not to be swayed with the people wakienda Facebook wanaweka profits and all these stuff. If you find somebody that is showcasing the result now and then they are shut down, you find that these people, they are not fit for forex trading long term, because forex trading, it is quiet and it's also very okay. Then it defines you. Forex trading now changes who you are now. You become part of that. The quieter you are, the more you make money. Yeah.
It's true.
Yes.
But then I went silent 2021, 2022 and part of 2023, and that is those are the years that I make my money.
Yes, exactly.
So right now it's just about the
exactly. Yeah. Now you can see that
exactly.
You are stable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now Mwalimu,
yes sir.
Tukimalizia,
yes,
you mentioned something to do with on the dynamic nature of the market.
Yeah.
Those, let me say, the old trader now, and what have you observed, and what are your take? Like, what can you advise somebody who is in the market for the last 4 years or 5 years, based on the dynamic nature of the market? Like,
so I would say that you guys, you are lucky. That's what I can see. Number one, I know you are a mentor.
Yeah, exactly.
So it means that there are thousands of guys that will be watching you, and they can also subscribe to your training. It means that these people will be now a position to learn forex trading steadily without unnecessary losses.
Yeah.
But now during our time, if you compare with our time, very few people are trading in Nairobi, and if we had only one guy that was locking himself somewhere. And of course now when you go to online,
taking you back,
yes.
Taking you back,
yes.
I started Forex 2017, and I think we had a meeting
a seminar somehow.
I was a first year student.
Yes.
We had a meeting in Nakuru. I remember very well. So this guy, we started he introduced me to Forex. I was interested.
I was training at college, a certain college there.
Yes, he went mute.
Yeah. Yes.
For like 3 years, man.
Yeah.
2018, 2019.
Yes.
You appeared again 2020, I guess, around there.
But you were still trading.
Yeah,
you're still trading.
But now
you came with some
inner person.
Some guys from Dubai.
Exactly, yeah.
So at that time I had started Forex, yes, but I was really losing. So I was wondering, where was this guy? I think, okay, you found me now. I've made all the mistakes that you can never imagine.
You have exhausted the mistakes.
Exactly. So
that is the worst thing that you can make. So
you have to pay for that.
Don't learn the hard way. For guys that are listening to Marvin and any other person online, please focus on getting a mentor. They will slow you down. And slowing down means you not need to make mistakes like we did. Because you see, we were very close, but of course now because I was offline and of course I'm working on myself, he made mistakes. So, but now he has a platform where you can learn. You can reach out to him, tell him that I'm struggling with this and this and this. If you're struggling with that, reach out to him. If you're struggling with psychology, because also trading is all about your personality, they also reach out to him. Don't suffer in silence. And again, trading is not gambling. This is a business like any other.
Great. So, what's your final remarks.
Okay, my final remarks is that I believe that we shall have a partnership with Marvin, where we can have maybe one-on-one meetup. We can talk like gentlemen. Okay, stop staying in isolation. Come out and air your grievances and also air your challenges, and share them out. The moment you share, if you're a gentleman, I know that trading is mostly for boys or women. We know that you might find yourself in a situation where market ambapo imekuweka hauwezi toka kwa ile position, but you need to come out, stop being depressed, come out, then again also have realistic expectations. Huwezi weka ngiri 5 unataka kununua mansion, huwezi niona na gari barabarani unataka kuwa millionaire overnight. It is not possible. This is a business like any other.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
So now there's something that is let me make an announcement.
Yes,
we've talked about that, and of course you have to actualize it. Yeah. So now guys, there's a program that we're coming up with. So Mr. Kahiga is here for how long?
For the next 3 months I'll be here.
Yes, for the next 3 months, and we really want to use him to get this knowledge well. Exactly. So there's something we're planning. We're coming up. Okay, the studio of Bitam Forex is actually will be up and running from next month officially. I think is going to be one of our hosts. We'll be trading with him live on YouTube and TikTok, and of course we're going to bring the education that is needed in our Kenyan market. So guys, subscribe to our YouTube channel and other social media platform that is on TikTok, on Twitter as well. Follow him on Twitter at
Brexit effects.
Yes, tutaweka pale hivyo kwa nini?
Yeah.
Director, tutaweka pale hivyo. Na pia I'm not that mean. Nawaambianga mnakuja kwangu for training. As a by the way, I don't live on training. I make my own money trading, but of course if you need my services, you have to pay for it.
Exactly.
I'm available anytime. So I'll also introduce him to the public. That is, in case you want to talk to him directly, tutaweka namba yake pale hivyo, umpigie, umuulize mambo ya forex, nenda aje akupatie experience yake ya more than 10 years. Yes.
Thank you guys.
Tuambie nini watu bro?
Mimi ni okay, as you heard, we have partnership. Is something we are doing related to fighting cancer. I have an NGO and we are working together with Marvin and Martin, but more so on crypto. Yangu itakuja sana side ya crypto. We make money together, but we'll be announcing on the date of the launch. We have a cryptocurrency that is coming out and will be listed on the major exchanges. Wale wanajua mambo ya crypto, there's MEX exchanges, there's a Pancake Swap, that is the decentralized exchange, but we'll be informing you. I know we will go far as we work together.
Great.
Thank you.
So guys, thank you for watching us till this point. See you in our next video. Bye.